Space for my fans and me to interact, make art and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show.
I am not me. I am art. And I'm welcoming you to the Most Week Show. It is currently noon plus yikes on a bat. Plus 17 minutes. The latest we've ever started the show. On the 19th of September 2021. You are here with me right now, and I thank you for that. I thank you for being here, and I thank you for being you. If we were allowed to be together physically, I would show my appreciation physically. You know that I would. With a hug, with a kiss, or by happy slapping you. Remember happy slapping? Do you remember happy slapping, guys? This might have just been a UK thing, but when people would run past you and slap you in the face, laughing. Gosh, that was great art, because instinctively it felt terrible and it made you want to cry. But as was explained to me many times by the happy slappers themselves, it was a sign of great affection, which is how I realized that I was one of the most beloved kids in school. As 'tis, the best I can do is raise a glass to you. You can raise a glass to me as well if you like. We'd like to start this show with a toast. Just brings everybody together as one, as a singular unit. Everybody raising their glasses and having a little sip of whatever beverage they might like. Be it coffee, be it tea, be it soda, be it milk, be it whatever you choose. So here goes. To bad guys and long-running cartoon shows that wait until the good guys have just defeated a long-running baddie before making their grand entrance. Yeah, you might not like them, guys, but you have to appreciate their sense of timing, their commitment to drama, and their devotion to the art of the end-of-series cliffhanger. To dramatic bad guys. Double dipping for that first one, guys. Let's double dip. Let's always remember the art of the double dip. How are we doing? Who have we got? Who have we got? Hello, weaklings. Hello, weaklings. Here we go. Here we go. Gosh, we've got a lot of people in here today, and that just makes me feel just warm and more than warm, actually. A little over warm, which is lovely. Which is lovely. Your girl Sarah Kilch, hello to you. Killer Kilch. Sup, weaklings, let's get creative. Yeah, let's get creative together, guys. Let's really just try and make sure that today's episode is the most creative that we've done so far. Let's just do that. Definitely not Duda. Hello to you, definitely. Wouldn't be the same without definitely. George, how are you doing, pal? SJ-Beck72, are we on? Hi, all weaklings. Yeah, I see the little dig you made there, SJ-Beck72. Not unwarranted, and I'm not above a good rib myself, but please keep it on the right side of good-natured. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, TB. TB giving her traditional global greeting. Thank you for that, TB. Super Nashwan 8. Hola, amigos. We got there in the end. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. 'Cause we did have some technical issues today. What went wrong? The light that's normally this light. Yeah, that went wrong. That went wrong. Sure did. So that's why we're being lit from the side. Is that enough? You want more light? You want more light? Let's try a bit more light. Yeah, that'll work. The software broke. Yeah. The internet broke. The whole flippin' thing broke. They tried to stop me, guys. They tried to stop me doing this episode. But fate, God, potentially. I don't know whether I've done something to wrong God. Maybe. You're going to have to try higher than that, guys. You're going to have to try harder than that. The unkillable Notme should be my nickname. Ygal Sarah Kilch, what a creative intro. I love it. I've clearly been out of the loop for a while. Yeah, we've made some changes to the opening with all the different things. I thought, you know what? I've got this bank. I've got this wealth, this ocean, this vault, this archive of content. Let's put it to good use. Let's give the show immediately. If somebody new starts following, as all OT did. Hello, all OT. If you are still watching, a lot of people come in to watch right at the beginning and then just leave, and that's fine. I mean, you've followed, you've done the clever thing, so you know when I'm going to be live in the future. But I want people to know, yeah, this is a show with history, guys. This is not some kind of fly-by-night flash in the pan. Yeah, unkillable. That's what we said. That's what we said, and that's what I'm continuing to go with. Killer Kilch, in Seattle they punch. Well, that's a shame. I was never punched in Seattle, to the best of my recollection. I was swung at. But that guy on the bus was he was very upset about something. Cheers to all, Uncool Town. Cheers to you, Uncool Town. Really, I'm drinking tea. That's fine. Definitely not, dude. You can drink whatever beverage you wish. It's Maple Panda. Had a bit of trouble getting in there, but here now. Gosh. You're absolutely right. If you're talking about yourself, I'm glad, because, there was a bit of delay. If you're talking about me, absolutely. Absolutely. Break the internet. Sarah Kilch, yeah, move over, Kim K. Notme is coming in hot. And I have to say, I have received, over the course of my life, 4 separate compliments about my buttocks. So maybe there's a little bit more comparison between me and Kim K than you ever thought. They will never silence Notme. Never. Monkey Pixie Funk, eating popcorn. Just saying. You can toast with popcorn. Anything that you can raise. You want to just raise a steak and then just take a bite out of it? I'm certainly not going to stand in your way. It's a very creative way of cheersing. A very creative way of cheersing. Welcome all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging in there. And welcome to the Most Week Show Series 3 finale. Farewell to thee, Series 3. We made it, guys. Am I still Am I still good? I just had a terrifying little... No, I'm still good. I'm still good. Just had a terrifying little pop-up. Hey, something's gone wrong. Yeah, something else, is it? Something else gone wrong, has it? You don't surprise me. You don't surprise me, fate, life. Keep kicking me. I'm just going to keep on getting back up. Or just moving to a different area away from you. We made it, guys. Yeah, it's been one of those. It has been one of those, Sarah Kilch. It has been one of those. It's Maple Panda. What's the difference between series and season, Notme? That's a great question, Maple Panda. That's a great question. And I will say that the difference between series and season is a geographical thing. Americans would refer to this as a season of Notme, based on the traditional television schedule. Again, schedule in the US. It's one of the dangers of me having such a global following, that there are sometimes these slight issues with understanding. But what I would refer to as a series in the UK, Americans refer to as a season, because the TV tended to run from the end of summer. So kind of around about now, things would be starting up, and then they would run the season until the end of the season. So that's why they would... But I don't really play into those kind of timetables so much. I can't really be pigeonholed in that way, to start when the man wants me to and finish when the man also wants me to. No. I'm going to start when I want and I'm going to finish when it's convenient to me. Yeah? Because I'm an artiste. Because I've got a little bit of that punk rock in me. Me and Definitely Not Dude. A little bit punk rock. And you're just going to have to accept that, guys. Killer Kilch! What a wonder... I mean, I will say, that is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
I am not 23 Thatasart. I am not 23 Thatasart. I am not 23 Thatasart. I am not 23 Thatasart.
There we go. She just reads it out. She just reads it out. She reads out the text that you input to get that particular emoji. Emote. That's great. You're ready for season 4. That's fantastic. I'm glad you are, because you are going to be paying for a lot of time that I'm not going to be on the air. But I really do appreciate that. That's wonderful stuff. Because yes, it's season 4 next. It's season 3, or series 3 now. Excuse me. Monkey Pixie Funk redeemed a 16-second chill dance party. There might be a slight issue with that. It's not going to be as funky as it might normally be because of the aforementioned bulb situation. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Tip your artiste, says Killer Kilch. And I thank you very much for that. But we made it, guys. 20 episodes of outstanding art. 20 family similes. 20 toasts. 14 well done news. 10 acolyte poetry corners. 9 snap quests. 2 quizzes. 2 Rushmores. And only 2 Ask Notmes for some reason. All in all, if you wanted to watch the whole darn series back to back, binging is how it's spoken of these days. You need to set aside 1 day, 51 minutes and 56 seconds. And my goodness, what a day that would be. I'm very proud of this series, guys. Well played, says Maple Panda. Thank you, Maple. That's lovely of you. Monkey Pixie Funk, gifting a tier. Who's that? Uncle Town is gifting a tier to Monkey Pixie Funk. Guys, thank you so much for these subs. That is absolutely wonderful. Ooh, a hype train is close. Sub, gift, or use bits now to start a hype train. I think that gets us more emotes. I don't want to put any pressure on anybody. No pressure, of course. Bear in mind, again, I will not be making a show in the next month when I will be taking your money because of the subscription. I really wish to be clear on that. Look at this emote work. Yeah, thank you. If you want a hype train, you've got 2.5 minutes. You got 2.5 minutes, guys. I'm very proud of this series, guys, of what we have managed to achieve together. Yeah? Because let's not forget that, guys, that Snap Quests, APCs, Ask Not Me's, quizzes, none of that is possible without you guys. Oh, TB Douglas, given some sweets. Given some sweets. What does that mean? That means something. Hype train incoming. What does that do? What? You have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Exclusive emotes. Gosh, I just don't understand what's going on here. We're at 69%. Sub, gift, or use bits to get to the next level. TB Douglas. All of these sweets. 100%, what does that mean? Hypey. And some velociraptors, it looks like. My goodness, what is going on here? Level 1 complete. Guys, we completed level 1. Round of applause to everybody. Round of applause to everybody. That's superb. Thank you, guys. Thank you, TB. Thank you, Uncle Town. Diabetes incoming. Well, fictional sweets. So fictional diabetes. My personal favourite. So yeah, a big thank you needs to go to you guys for watching, for getting involved, for choosing to spend part of your Sunday watching this show. It has genuinely meant the world to me. But let's also not forget the input of Mr. Cameraman George and Mr. Jesus to this series in terms of being my entourage, my support network, and occasionally, only occasionally these days, actually filming stuff. Oh, lovely emote. That's great. But thank you very much, you guys. And then let's definitely not forget that aside from all of that, aside from you guys, aside from Cameraman George, aside from Jesus, it's just me, yeah? It's just iamnotme, crafting and creating and cramming as much imagination into these brief times we have together as I can. If it were up to me, guys, I'd do it all day, every day, but unfortunately life has dictated that I need to work, yeah? Hence the end of the series. But once I am working and up and running with all of that, I'll for sure be back to rock your brains with some more art. Oh, Nana Hobbob, got to go. Enjoy the rest of the show, everyone. Thank you, Nana Hobbob. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you today and the rest. Oh, George, thank you. Thank you for this series, Nana. Appreciate it. And I hope to see you in series 4. Oh, for the shout out, was it, George? Well, you know, you're a good lad. You're a good lad, George. You've supported me. You've made me some wonderful food. Several pasta nights have been down to Cameraman George. I will say that. So, we've talked about the series so far. We've talked about next series. What's in between that, guys? What's in between that? It is this episode we are living right now, and what a show I have for you today, guys. Whoa! Oh! Uncle Town gifts a tier 1 sub to This Is Daniel Swan. Whoa! What a lucky boy that Daniel Swan is, huh? What a lucky boy. Thank you, Uncle Town. Generosity. 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 Thank you so much. That's wonderful. This is very exciting. We're at 50% of a level 2 hype train, guys. And again, I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, and I hope you're feeling it as well. So this episode, we're going to be reminiscing, guys, with 3 outstanding segments that harken back to this most wonderful of Livetained series that we have just been through. We're indulging in memories, guys, because this series has been memorable. Memorable, excuse me. How memorable, excuse me? That's a great question. I would have to say as memorable as oh, I haven't updated this, I can tell you that for sure. As memorable as Family Simile. Family Simile. What will the answer be as stop moving around. As memorable as what? That's right, guys. It's a part of the show that you can get involved with, the first of several. Get involved with this show by thinking of a creative way to finish off this simile, as memorable as. This segment is all about pushing forward the boundaries of language, guys. So really engage with your imaginospheres to think of something unique. As memorable as what? Is it as memorable as your first ever kiss where no one threw up? Is it as memorable as NASA's Mars Global Surveyor landing on Mars on the 11th of September 1997? Never forget that day. Or is it as memorable as the work of Chris Pratt, star of Wonder Woman? Sorry, Chris Evans. Chris Hemsworth. Pine! Sorry, Chris Pine. Oh, we received a level 1 hype train emote. Share. Shall I share that? Is that what it is? Choo choo. Oh, well, this is exciting. This is exciting. And if that means I get to have great work, emotes are being delivered to supporters. Well, have fun, guys. Have fun with those emotes. I don't want to do your work for you, but really get creative. And at the end of the show, I'm going to pick a winner. And if that winner is you, your name's going to go on the ticker below for next show. It was TB Douglas last episode. TB Douglas. Ooh, Heartbreaker. A husky. Lovely stuff. Thank you, guys. Yeah, TB Douglas last episode with as celebratory as a COVID postponed wedding celebration with friends from all around the world. It's a wonderful simile, a lovely image conjured up by that. People just travelling from all over to celebrate the love of a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, or a man and a man, or two people who don't necessarily conform to traditional gender roles. I'm hoping to travel a little bit, have a little bit of a break in my time off from the show, and let me tell you, this is my pledge to you. Husky! If I run into a wedding, I'm going to attend it, guys. I'm going to ingratiate myself into a group of people that I shouldn't necessarily be speaking to, like that Owen Wilson film. You know that Owen Wilson film? That Owen Wilson film. Midnight in Paris. Anyway, write a simile and get it in the chat. Get it in the chat. Or I am not 23 chat. If you just type in that, does it work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. But yes, get it in the chat. Splanow! And it could be you on the ticker for next show. Let's go back to main. Let's go back to main. Wowzers. What an episode this has been so far. A hype train? My word. Lots of people having fun, lots of people getting involved, lots of people enjoying life with Notme, and I appreciate that. Thank you guys for being here with me. I don't think we have much time for much more chat, so let's just get straight on with the thing.
I shall give you a task, it will not be that big an ask, but the possibilities of us are willing to impress. Please take a photo while at all once, all the options you've explored, or just use one you took before and win thy snap quest.
Oh! Snap quest indeed. Hark! 'Tis time for a snap quest. 'Tis time for a snap quest. Part of the show, right? Turn things over to your art, your photographic art. Inspired by a prompt. The prompt this week was non-selfie take 2. It was one of my favourite ones from Series 3, so I thought we would run it back and give you guys another opportunity to get involved with a non-selfie selfie. And my God, several of you said, yes, please, I will get involved with that. Not me, you absolute sweetheart. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So this is, for the uninitiated, a photo that does not involve you. You cannot be present in this photo, but it needs to tell us a little bit about you. And this is more of a group participation one than most. Because I want you guys, because you guys don't know each other. You guys are disparate people from all around the world. I want you to look at these snaps and make some assumptions about the people that they are non-selfie selfies of. Yeah. So give me what you're taking from the picture, and let me know why you're taking, what element of the picture is causing you to say that. Yeah. So kicking off with Gamer Hole here. Gamer Hole has given us some ice cream, I believe. What does that word say? Mochi ice cream. So we've got some mochi ice cream here. For me, I think that there's an element of precision about Gamer Hole, because it's very precise here with the little red things up here. And the way that all the lines are kind of quite parallel. I like the round mounds of the. I like that there's a sense of. There is certainly a sense of patience with this, because Gamer Hole has taken the time to take a picture of the ice cream before eating the ice cream. So that says there's an element of self-control about Gamer Hall, which I do like. There's also, I mean, with a lot of good pieces of art, there's, you know, you want your happiness, but there's also an element of tragedy. There's also an element of sadness, a vein that runs through a lot of the best pieces of art. And the fact that this is the only ice cream on this table says that maybe there's an air of loneliness about Gamer Hall, and that's fine. We all get lonely from time to time. We all get lonely from time to time. And then maybe the fact that we can very prominently see a shadow here. Does the shadow indicate some kind of duality? The Gamer Hall maybe struggles with some darkness within themselves? Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot going on with it. The very narrow aspect ratio says that they're quite designy, perhaps? Again, quite designy. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Gamer Hall says they were very yummy. I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were. Anybody else getting any conclusions from Gamer Hall? You'll need to specify Gamer Hall or which particular person you're making a conclusion about, because Maple Panda gifted a tier 1 sub to Gamer Hall. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel. Maple Panda, thank you so much. That is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Very, very generous. I mean, if you guys keep this up, maybe I won't even need to get a full-time job. Maybe I can just do this all the time. Thank you, Gamer. Thank you, Gamer. Definitely not Judah. The colours and yummy food make me think they are a very fun person. That's lovely. That's a lovely comment, definitely. That's a lovely comment. We're going to go with that. And as we all know, I mean, we know Gamer a little bit better than we do most people, because Gamer has been on the show several times. But yeah, absolutely very fun. Lots of fun. Lots of whimsy. Thank you, Gamer. Who have we got next? Uh-oh, definitely not Duda. Definitely not Duda. We have a park bench. It's an alfresco picture, so there's an element of getting outdoors, an element of rustic, earthy charm about Definitely. We have a bear sitting on a park bench. A cuddly bear says that there's some warmth, there's some sweetness to Definitely, I believe. The bear looks to be wearing some kind of beanie hat. Yeah, it's a little bit rock and roll. Kel surprise, definitely. A little bit overcast, which says that this is a realistic, but you know, it's not bright blue sunshine all the time. No, it's a person that's looking at life in the right way, with eyes wide open. Yeah. And the fact that the bear is at one side of the bench, leaving the rest of the bench clear and open, to me, that says that Definitely is somebody who is quite welcoming of other people, wants people around, wants people to be near them. Yeah, saying, hey, pull up a chair, pal. I'll have a chat with you. That's what I'm getting. What are you getting? TB. It's a person who loves the outdoors, but also home comforts. That's interesting, TB. I like that a lot. You've got the hard bench with the soft bear. That's really good. That's very intuitive. Very intuitive indeed. I like that a lot, TB. Thank you. That is great, says Uncle Town. I agree with you. I agree with you. Lord knows I agree with you. Thank you, Definitely. That's lovely. What a lovely looking bear that is. The bear's wearing a hat and some kind of... So there's an element of coordination. Again, maybe styles as an influence. What have we got next? Oh, SJBeck72. Monkey Pixie Funk. I think it's someone who is a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Although, of course, we do know that Definitely, as being someone who's very, very punk rock, absolutely a fighter, and probably could take down all of us. Just give her a baseball bat with a couple of nails sticking through it. SJBeck72, look at this. Look at what we've got here, guys. There's a lot going on. I really want you to see everything that's going on here. We have paints. SJBeck72, very creative person. Bang. No news there. We knew that already. What have we got here? London's Hidden Walks. It's an outdoorsy person, and a reader. Somebody who's interested in learning, interested in the joys of learning, I believe. We have some kind of sun hat or bucket hat here. Maybe into ska music, perhaps. Could be. We have a typically wonderful painting here. I assume by S03E21. Typically wonderful. There's a lot of colour, but then there's the white in the background. Perhaps we've got somebody who is very interested in specificity here. The background gets kind of washed out. Not interested in that. I'm a detail person, perhaps. I'm a detailed person. And then the fact that the whole thing is at a slight angle tells me that this is somebody that just sees the world slightly differently. TB, what's it's Maple Panda. Is that a self-portrait of S03E21 perhaps? Could be. Oh, it could be. Which would be kind of would I allow that as a non-selfie? Yeah, I'm assuming that that's not S03E21, but it could be. Rather handsome fellow, I think we have to agree, with a lovely scarf or kerchief there, just bringing a nice bit of detail. Supernash18 thinks someone who's a flipping good painter. Well done, S03E21. Absolutely. Echoed by me. Great art, says Monkey Pixie Funk. TB Douglas, hidden walks, says someone who likes to stay away from crowds. A reflective person. Gosh. TB's really getting in the swing of this, and I like that a lot. That's really nice. Someone who's, a little bit of an observer, let's say. An observer of life. An observer of the details of life. Yeah, very evocative. Like this a lot. Next up, we've got Nana Hobob. It's a shame Nana's had to leave because this is... although, it's fine that Nana's left because we know everything that we need to know about Nana from this picture. This is a ball of twine in some ways with a leaf on it. There's a very shallow depth of field, which is a fancy term, which means some things are out of focus and some things are in focus. What the flip is that, says Monkey Pixie Funk. Nana did actually say in his email. Let's see the specific wording. Here. But it's interesting that it's like there's a lot of wildness within that ball, but then it's lashed in. So maybe someone who feels quite contained, quite like there's a lot inside that they want to get out, but they're feeling quite. I keep on getting tripped up on the word contained, but I'm looking for something else. Restrained, imprisoned within themselves, maybe. And I like that a lot. Nana said, "Here you can see that I am a wad of fibre wrapped in some twigs and hanging from a tree. Birds are encouraged to pick at me and use my fibres to help build their nests." This is somebody who is looking to help the birds, looking to help other people. I like that a lot. Again, we've restricted. That's nice. I like that, Killer. I like that. Definitely not. It's a ball of stuff for birds to build nests or to help build nests. Absolutely. It's materials more for the birds rather than the tools needed. Any gaff tape or whatever it might be. You girl Sarah Kilch, compartmentalized. Woo! Compartmentalized. That's a whole line and a haiku, guys. Lovely. This is a person who is a ball of energy and kindness. Woo! So much going on here. This is really, really nice. And a lot of lovely green, a lot of lovely vivid greens there. So again, that connection to nature, I think it's pretty clear here. I think a connection to nature is pretty clear. I think we can all agree on that. Thank you, Nana, wherever you are. You big ball of twine. But for me, definitely not to a very giving and helpful person. Yeah, I think so. Saying, "Hey, birds, take of me. Take of my chest. Take of my fibres." Monkey Pixie Funk, someone who is fluffy inside rather than saying alien face hugger waiting to hatch. Yeah, it could go two ways. Monkey Pixie Funk. I agree with that. But yeah, I think Nana's quite fluffy inside. Yeah. I think definitely is as well. I think they're a pair of fluff, but then there's the sharp outside, you know, but really like, you know. But for me, the winner of this week's Snap Quest. No, what are you doing? Is Monkey Pigsy Funk. Look at this. Look at what we've got going on here. So this is some tubs of Celebrations on the left and Quality Street on the right. Now, Americans might not necessarily be too aware of Celebrations and Quality Street. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether they've found their way across the pond yet. Lots of sugar, says Maple Panda. Yeah. Lots of sugar. So these are basically will contain small chocolates, small candies. The Celebrations are small versions of popular chocolate bars, and the Quality Street is kind of its own thing. It's a British tradition. But we see a lot of tubs here. So for me, there's obviously a sense of duality. The fact that we've got these two things side by side, there's a lot of duality there. Maple Panda, yeah, absolutely. They are traditionally associated with Christmas. So someone who's a big fan of Christmas, perhaps. Down here, they're both £5, which is very cheap for these kinds of things. So perhaps they are discounted. So we've got somebody who likes a bargain, and who doesn't. There is great art in saving money. Let's not forget. And I'm saying a tall person as well, because we've got the angle looking down on them. The top ones are larger in the frame than the bottom ones. I like that very much. It draws the eye. So we've got someone who has a bit of a sweet tooth, sure. Someone who's a big fan of Christmas, absolutely. Someone who feels a sense of duality. There's two sides of Monkey Pixie Funk. Somebody who loves a bargain. Loves a flippin' bargain, and that's great. TB Douglas, someone who lives for the moment and isn't afraid to indulge. TB! You're killing me. Killing me with this on-point analysis. Unbelievable. Thank you, Uncool Town, for that. That is art. Yeah, I do believe this is art. This is, I think, my favorite. I think that the simplicity of this, the clinical simplicity of this, is really what won me over. So thank you very much, Monkey Pixie Funk. But, as ever, of course, with all artistic competition, the winner is not based on genuine superiority, but simply on caprice and whimsy. So well done to all of the winners, but thank you to all of the acolytes who submitted your art and completed your quest. I salute you guys. You did a great job. That was lots of fun. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you did as well. I hope you enjoyed getting involved. Killer Kilch, reviews by TB Douglas. Next Twitch channel, please. Yeah. Got to get something going on, TB. It's a real... You're seeing things that really just only barely there. Only barely there. Wonderful stuff. Gosh, we're getting on, aren't we? Hasn't this just flown by? I feel like this has just flown by. But I'm having a great time. You having a good time, guys? You having a good time? That is art. I'm going to take that as an absolute yes, definitely. Thank you. Wouldn't be a series finale without...
Art Bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art Bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art Bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art Bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art Bet!
Art Bet indeed, guys. Art Bet indeed. It is that wonderful time of the show. Your favourite and mine, I assume. Where someone heroically takes on an art challenge. And you guys have to take an art bet on what the outcome is. The art challenge cannot succeed or fail, guys. However it goes is however it goes. That's where the bet comes in. Out in the field is our roving art bet reporter. Notme. So Notme. What do you have for us this time, you triumphant third album of a man?
Thanks, Notme.
Welcome.
Today's art challenge will be undertaken by iamnotme. Now, the first part of this art challenge was deciding which art challenge from Series 3 to give a second shake of the stick to. Now, obviously, I couldn't do this with all of them. I couldn't ask you guys to send me in footage from the Olympics again, partly because the Olympics aren't on, and partly because I don't want the IOC to get another opportunity to hunt me down like a dog and copyright strike me. Thanks again for that one, lads. Obviously, I can't go on a cross-country road trip again because, hi, I can't afford it. $23,000 of medical debt, guys. Sheesh, thanks for remembering. And whilst technically Jesus could roll over and spin as many times as possible within 30 seconds again, I asked him, and the boy just flat out refused. Refuses to tread old ground. He's always an innovator, always moving forward, and boy, you gotta respect that. So instead, I decided to look not for the most impressive art challenge from this series, but the most disappointing. The one that I felt could have been done much better than it actually was, and most importantly, the one that, through no fault of my own, made me seem like I didn't really know that many Viola Davis films or TV shows. Again, not my fault. You really messed me up, Hulu. So I unearthed the good old boggle dice. I unearthed the two piles of actors and streaming services, and once again, we shall choose an actor to find on a streaming service without using the search function. Viola Davis, she's out of there. Hulu, it's out of there. So we've got 5 options for each. Let's decide. Let's let the dice and fate and Lady Luck decide which streaming service we're picking. Do you remember which one was streaming and which one was actors? This one is what? Streaming? This one's streaming. Let's find the streaming service first. That is an R. Here we go. Here's an R. Let's roll for the actor. That is an L. L. Oh, okay, so that means this must have been Viola Davis. Okay, so let's roll again. Viola really wanted to be a part of this. Really wanted to be a part of this. That is a D. That is a D. A lovely big D. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. DR. Is there a doctor in the house? I hope so, because we are looking for... Let's get the moment. We are looking for Nicolas Cage. Oh, my goodness. The man who's been in every film. The man who doesn't quite realise that you can say no to films. And we're looking for Nicolas Cage on Disney+. Okay. Disney+, one of the more challenging ones, I would say, but I think I'm up to the task. So, that is my art challenge. I must find Nicolas Cage as quickly as possible without using the search function on Disney+. That's my art challenge. Your art bet is very simply, how long will it take me? Back to you, Notme. Is there a doctor in the house? I just came up with that in the moment. Killing it already.
There we go. There we go. Wait, no. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. My God. Quick time. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Up with that in the moment. Killing it already.
We are looking for Nicolas Cage on Disney+. Very, very simple. Of course, other art bets that we could have done, I just wanted to take a moment to... well, no, we'll do this afterwards. Yeah, so we're looking for Nick Cage on Disney+. What are the things to consider? The same things to consider as last time. Same things to consider as last time. Thing number 1, I may not use the search function on Hulu. You can tell it's the same ones before, so I didn't even update Hulu. I thought I'm just going to leave that there just so you're aware of it. Just to hammer it home that this is the same thing. I'll be searching on a desktop computer, not a TV, so remote control issues not factoring in. And number 3, the timer stops when I find Nicolas Cage in the cast list for a film or TV show. His face is not enough. I need to see that name, okay? The options, exactly the same as last time as well. Exactly the same as last time. Now, Viola Davis was like 12 minutes in the end, I think. Absolutely absurd. But what's it going to be for Nick Cage? A, 0 to 30 seconds. B, 30 to 1 minute. C, 1 minute to 3 minutes. D, 3 minutes to 5 minutes. E, 5 minutes plus. And as ever, the most important timer is the first one. So as much as it says 0 to 30 seconds, once it actually hits 30 seconds, we're on to B. Okay, but everything up until that exact 30 seconds will be in the A. Okay, so let's see what we've got. People coming in thick and fast. Killer Kilch C, Miguel Sarah Kilch D, Uncle Town C, definitely not due to A, SJ-Beck72 B, Subernashwan 8 C, TB Douglas D, Maple Panda B, Monkey Pixie Funk E. Lovely mix, guys. Lovely mix. Definitely is the only person who thinks it's going to be super duper lickety spit. Monkey Pixie Funk thinks it's going to be 5 minutes plus, and everybody else somewhere in the middle. Guys, I wish you the best of luck. I really do. I wish you the best of luck. Let's try and find Nicolas Cage. Here we go. Thank you guys for making your guesses. I've got my fingers crossed for you, at least one of you to win, certainly. It is always a little bit disappointing when nobody wins at all. We have our Disney Plus here. We are looking for Nicolas Cage, of course we are. I've had a little cursory look. I don't believe that Nicolas Cage is in any of these ones on the ticker at the top, or any of these initial 10, or I suppose 9, because Marvel Studios' What If is on there twice. I do not believe that he is in The Simpsons, although he's probably had a guest spot at some point, but I'm not sure I'd be able to find the episode. He's not in Doogie Kamehameha MD, and he is not in Disney's Jessie. So, without further ado, let's see if we can find Nicolas Cage in 3, in 2, in 1, and go. So, first off, what I'm looking for is Disney, because my angle that I'm thinking of is I know that he was in the National Treasure films, the wonderful pair of National Treasure films, and I am pretty confident that they are Disney films. So, live action movies, here we are. Lion King, Mulan, Black Beauty, Rocketeer, that's a great film. Prince of Persia, I don't believe so. Details. Nicolas Cage. Stop the clock. Benjamin Franklin Gates, in hot pursuit of a legendary treasure, must steal one of America's most sacred and guarded documents, the Declaration of Independence, or let it and a key clue to the mystery fall into dangerous hands. See, that was what I was anticipating first time round. Maybe this is a little too easy. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we can split the difference at some point. But I'm very, very pleased that I was able to find the lovely Nicolas Cage. There he is. So, congratulations those of you who guessed correctly. Use this victory as a sign that the upcoming week is going to be your week. How could it be anything but? God is on your side. For those of you who didn't guess correctly, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean a thing. You'll get another opportunity next series. But what do we learn here? Well, we learned that Disney are doing a great job with their browsing. Turner and Hooch, would love to see that. Doogie Kamehameha Lower MD, that looks like a real good time. Confessions of a Shopaholic. You know what women are like. So there's lots to enjoy in Disney Plus, and I shall be doing so I think right now, because I did really well at that challenge and I deserve a reward. Back to you guys. And there we go. A little bit easier than last time. We didn't have to go on a real deep dive. And I'm pleased. Real exciting time. So, who were the winners here? That was option B. So we had SJ-Beck72, well done you. Maple Panda, well done you. Definitely not Duda. I thought you would find National Treasure just a bit faster, 7 seconds faster. Yeah, it was. That was that. I knew that was my angle coming in. I was looking for National Treasure, big movie, made a lot of money for Disney, and I assume for Nicolas Cage as well. Just outside that 30 seconds. Is a great shout, but just a little bit slower. Supernash18, you're like Sonic the Hedgehog. Super duper cool. Look great in red shoes. Yeah, that's me. Thank you for the unusual compliment. Let's go back to main. Let's get me slightly larger than I am now. Yeah, so some of the other art bets that we could have done. Just want to take you a little bit down a trip down memory lane. Obviously, the first one was Coast to Coast, the road trip. That was a big one. Strolling to Times Square. The Bubble Stomp, that took forever. The Oscar Rundown with our very own Killer Kilch, your friend and mine, Killer Kilch. That was lots of fun. That one where we just watched the beginning of Mortal Kombat. Do you remember that? That was fun. Supernash18, blue hair would look great on you. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll have to diversify the colour scheme for next series. Maybe the purple can be added to with some other... Sassanman143, want to become famous? Buy followers, primes and viewers on bigfollows.com. Get out of here, Sandman143. We don't want you here, you flipping robot. We don't like robots here, yeah? These robots are eventually going to turn on us and murder us in our beds, okay? So just get out of here, Sandman143. Big smelly robot. The test of George, when George was tested about the show. Could have done that for this week, I suppose. The Viola Davis hunt, obviously we did that. The Jesus look back. The emergency vehicle count, do you remember that? Looking at all those emergency vehicles next door, across the road. It has since closed down. So a lot fewer emergency vehicles going there. And I like to think I had something to do with that. The vaccinated youth, when I was working at... the film festival, Tribeca Film Festival. The Remembered States with our very own Sosa Flow. That was lots of fun. The Olympics, the long jump, the chairs in the lodge, the parabocce. Gosh, what an incredible series of art bets. Oh my gosh. I can't even... very, very proud. Very, very pleased. Monkey Pixie Funk. I underestimated the rich seam of Cage's oeuvre. Yeah, he will do anything. He will do anything, and he sees the artistic merit in everything, and I think that's you know, that's something to be appreciated. You know, some people very, very, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis does one film every 7 years. Nicolas Cage does 7 films every 1 year. Yeah, 2 different ways of going about things, both equally valid. T.B. Douglas, so many art bets. You said it. You said it. Is that enough? No, I think we need one more. I think we need one more thing, and we need all of you to get involved.
Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
That's right. It's I Am Smart. We're going to give a little bit of a quiz time. A little bit of a quiz. Normally we pick it at random, but I'm going to specify this time. I'm going to specify this quiz. Obviously, you've still got a little bit of time to get involved with the family simile if you haven't to this point. As memorable as... Get your suggestions in the comments. This... Lovely purple stars there. Thank you, TB. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is a quiz round called Look Close. Which means that you need to traditionally watch a video, one of my videos, or a different piece of art video that I found from somewhere else on the worldwide internet, and I ask you questions about it afterwards. However, you've all been watching a lot of art over the last 20 episodes, so this is a Look Close round about Series 3 of the Most Week Show. Let's go to question 1, guys. Let's go to question 1. And again, write these answers down on a piece of paper. Don't put them in the chat. Don't put them in the chat. Don't write the answers in the chat. Just, yep. Question number 1. Which of these was not the recipient of a toast? It's Matthew Broderick, it's Lady Gaga, or David Hasselhoff. Who has not received a toast this series? And to make it easier, the one who hasn't received one this series has not received one ever. So it's not even like, oh, they were in series 2 or whatever. No. 2 of these people have received toasts this series. One of them I have never toasted on the Most Week show, but I might rectify that in series 4. Who knows? I should write down one of them. Question number 2. What is the name of the audience bonus in the Rushmore segment? Rushmore is a brand new segment for Series 3. I've got a couple of ideas for some fun new segments for Series 4 as well, so make sure you come back and see them. But Rushmore is a new one for Series 3. And on each Rushmore, I will give you 4 of the top somethings, and then you get the opportunity to add a 5th. But what is that 5th one called? What is the name of the audience bonus in the Rushmore segment? Question number 3. How many episodes of Series 3 were dedicated to sporting competitions? Oh, how many episodes of Series 3 were dedicated to sporting competitions? Just write them down on a piece of paper or on your phone, the answers to these, and we'll go through them in just a moment. Question number 4. There have been 3 wonderful dramatizations this series. Name or describe any of them. Now, I do name each of my dramatizations, but I'm not expecting you to necessarily remember what the specific name of each of them was, or any of them was. All I'm looking for is a description. Give me a description of any of them. Oh, it was the one where... whatever it might be, okay? Hurt my ears today for some reason. Have my ears grown? Is that a possibility? Do your ears grow that much in 2 weeks? Gosh, it's all that mask wearing. Putting the mask over the thing. It's bound to do something, guys. We're going to be a society of larger eared individuals. And then final question. Question number 5. Which weakling won the most family similes this series? Now, I will give you a clue. I mean, it's not really a clue so much, but I will say that each one of these wonderful, wonderful people won at least 2. All of them won 2. One of these won 3. All of them won 2. One of them won 3. I want you to tell me which one of these won 3 family similes. You guys are a culture. Larger ears will keep you cooler in the summer. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. More shade for that area directly behind them, which is very sensitive skin. Very sensitive skin indeed. I don't imagine would do particularly well in the sun whatsoever. Last episode's family simile winner was T.B. Douglas. Does that factor in? Does that factor into your answer? Or was it definitely not Tudor, or Gamer Hall, or It's Maple Panda, or Killer Kilch, or Nana Hop-Hop, or T.B. Douglas? It's one of them. Just let me know which. That's the last question, guys. Is that the end of the round? Absolutely not. What do we need? We need a big M. We need a musing. And this, the answer to this musing, guys, unlike the answers to the questions, I want you to get it in the chat. Musing is, building on the rampant success of Series 3, what one segment or video would you most like to see in Series 4 of the Most Weeks show? Really get involved there, that imaginosphere. Kick it into high gear. What one segment or video, describe a segment, describe a video that you would love to see in Series 4 of the Most Week show. And do you know what? I might just use it. If it's a really good idea, guys, and if it's feasible, I might just do it. But don't feel like you have to make them feasible. I will say that. If you want to just go with something absolutely banana sandwich, feel free. Feel free. Get it in the chat. Building on the rampant success of Series 3, what one segment or video would you most like to see in Series 4 of the Most Week show? Get it in the chat while we go through some of these answers. Question 1 was, which of these was not the recipient of a toast? The answer, the Hoff. David Hasselhoff was not the recipient of a toast. Lady Gaga and Matthew Broderick both were, because it was their birthdays. Both of them had birthdays on Sundays where we did a show, and I couldn't think of anyone else to do a toast to, so it went to them. Well done if you got that one right. 1 point for each of these correct answers. With the musing, you get a point whatever you write, but you have to write it in the chat. That's the rules. And you can't just say, oh, I agree with somebody else. That's not going to cut it, I'm afraid. You've got to come up with your own answer, write it in the chat to get that musing, that all-important, potentially, musing point. Question number 2. What is the name of the audience bonus in the Rushmore segment? It is, of course, Crazy Horse. Who is the Crazy Horse? One of those won by... Wait, who won those? Definitely won one, I think. Did Killer win the other? TB? I'm not sure, but wonderful stuff nonetheless. Well done if you got that one right. Number 3, how many episodes of Series 3 were dedicated to sporting competitions? It's a sporting heavy series, this series. Not often that you get that much sport in the Most Week show, but it was 3. 2 were dedicated to the Olympics, 1 dedicated to the Paralympics. That is not a sign of more respect for the Olympics. Just, you know, it's more an indictment of the amount of coverage that the Paralympics got in relation to the Olympics. So don't go blaming me about this one, guys. But well done if you got the answer is 3. Number 4. There have been 3 wonderful dramatizations this series. Name or describe any of them. This one, I want you to be a bit kind with yourself on. There's one, the Easter episode, where we had Jesus giving a press conference about when he came back from the dead. We had the military discount that ended up being the twist that it was at Disneyland, which was during our Salute to the Troops for the Troops episode. And then the hospital bill detailing, of course, my medical woes. But if you know that you were talking about one of those 3 when you wrote down whatever you wrote down, give yourself the point. Life's too short to be mean to ourselves, guys. And then number 5, which weakling won the most family similes this series? This is tense. This is tense. And I know the answer, and I still think it's tense. And I'm going to give you the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. T.B. Douglas. T.B. Douglas. Last episode's family simile winner, T.B. Douglas. TB won for, most as celebratory as. TB won for as busy as. And TB won for as rich as. Little trio of victories for TB. So well done, you, TB. And if there was an award for, most insightful non-selfie SnapQuest commentary, I think TB would get that as well. I'll be honest with you. And then let's go back to this musing. Let's see what you guys have written. I can't wait to read what you guys have written here. Here we go. Killer Kilch. Jesus learns tricks. That's nice. I like that. A Jesus-centric segment where he learns tricks. I think that'd be good. I mean, he's a crowd pleaser, you know? He has that kind of broad appeal, like the Bee Gees or Anton Deck. Just everybody loves Jesus. So that I would be wise to use him more. That's great. That's a lovely idea. TB Douglas, Notme's food tour of NYC. I do love eating. And I do love talking. So a food tour of NYC, that's a lovely idea, TB. Yeah, definitely want to get involved with that. Uncle Town says, I would like to see Notme play sports. Well, it's not something that traditionally I have excelled at in my life. I can hold my hands up to that. But I do play sports. What I lack in ability, I make up for in creativity. So that's a lovely idea, Uncle Town. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Maybe creating sports as well, creating new sports. You girls, Sarah Kilch, Not Me on the Street, similar to Billy on the Street, but with more heart, less screaming, and costumes. Let's learn about the creativity of everyday people. You girls, Sarah Kilch, that is just a delightful idea. Getting out there and speaking to people, as terrifying as that is, could yield some really positive results. And Billy on the Street, yeah, I agree. He's a wonderful chap, very, very energetic. Yeah, very energetic. But he does shout a lot. And I do find myself wishing that his episodes were about half as long as they were, because by the end of them I feel like I've just been beaten up. I just feel like I've been beaten up with words. But that's a lovely idea. I like that a lot. Gamer Holt, Not Me tries a form of art he hasn't tried before on the show. Wow. The idea that I haven't tried some form of art. I'm just joshing. There are forms of art that I haven't tried before. I would love to try them. So that's a good... Gosh, you guys, I should have done this from the start. Definitely not due to person on the street style segment. Masked, of course. Feeding into the Billy on the Street thing. I like that. Cameraman George, Not Me, tries different art forms each week. Again, we're trying different art. We're getting involved with different art forms. Wanting me to broaden out, and I respect that. Thank you, guys. Everybody loves it. More sporting challenges, please. SJ Bates again. So we're getting into some areas. Want to talk to more people on the street. Want to try different types of art forms. And we want to do some sports. These seem to be the front runners. I like the food though, so I'm going to keep that one in there as well. Only 3. Yes. So Monkey Pixie Funk, Not Me mimes movie plots. Gosh, that could work. Absolute gangbusters. Monkey Pixie Funk. Yeah, I like that a lot. Monkey Pixie Punk, Not Me cooks blindfolded. Could be dangerous. Some of that spitting oil. We've all seen the horror videos on kitchen disaster, hand scalded beyond recognition, now claw. We've all seen those videos. I don't necessarily wish to be adding to that oeuvre, but some kind of cooking thing could work. Again, meshing in with the food idea. That's good. Killer Kilch, can we pick from 3 places for Not Me to try? Oh, that's interesting. A little bit of interactivity there. Gosh, these are all really good, guys. These are all really good. And definitely will go into the ideas bank for Series 4. Wonderful stuff. And I say, points all round, guys. Points all round. So you get a point for each. If you gave it a musing and you put it in the chat, you get a point for that. If you get the question right, you get a point for that. Get that. How many points did you get? Maximum of 6 here. Maximum of 6. Who was the high point scorer for this week? Of who knows the show most? Who is the best at picking out that Series 3 goodness? Uncle Town got 3 points. That's great. That's great, Uncle Town. Absolutely no shame in that whatsoever. 4 for Definitely Not Due to 3 for Sarah Kilch. Well done, guys. He's making dreams come true. Bum bum. Not me on the street. Couple more 4s. Killer Kilch and TB Douglas. Monkey Pixie Funk with a 2. That's fine. Cameraman George with a 3. Well done, George. I mean, you're literally watching every single episode, but no, that's fine. That's nice to know that you're paying attention. Was that everybody? SJBX72, what did you get? Anybody else? Super Nashwan, what did you get? Feel free to drop it in. There's no shame here, guys. If you've done as well as you could be realistically, if can't say 1, you can say 1. You can say 1, that's fine. I mean, in some ways, because some of them were multiple choice, 1 is trickier. 1 is trickier to get than 6. So the high point scorers definitely not due to Killer Kilch and TV Douglas. Well done, guys. Well done. And I also have to say a well done to... Well, no, we should do that at the end. Super Nashwan 8 got a 2. Absolutely fine. Super Nashwan. Thank you very much for getting involved. Let's go back to main. Wonderful stuff. Wow. This has just gone so quickly, I have to say. I've had such a phenomenal time. We've got. I owe people a couple of things. I owe. There was a 16-second chill dance party prior to, back in the day. And whilst I cannot do the light because the light is silly, I can do the music. And you guys just need to get involved. You need to get involved with this. As I engage with a 16-second chill dance party, guys, dance with me. I will say I didn't realise how important the emotes were to that section of the show, because without them it just feels like I'm just doing it on my own and losing my mind. We also had somebody paid for, I believe it was Maple Panda. Let's go and have a look at the things. Was it Maple Panda? Was it a What Is Art? Yeah, absolutely. A What Is Art. So we're going to go for a What Is Art as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Did you do these at the right time? Are there just coming through now? Or are these sympathy emotes because you didn't do them before? Either way, I love them. Don't worry, Robin danced on her own, and that was a banger. Absolutely. Absolutely. Giving it a move, and I'm not a fan of better move. Wonderful stuff. Thank you, TB. Look at this. Lovely selection. Little Jesus there. There he is, guys. There he is. I'll hold my hands up. It's the cutest one. It's the cutest one. Uncle Town. Whoa. Okay, so we're doing a That Is Art. We're doing a That Is Art. Here we go. Let's see if we can get the timing of this one right. When you pour the last dregs of a big bottle of soda or juice into a glass and it perfectly fits it like the pour was destined.
That is art.
That was alright. That was alright. I'm not upset about that one. I'm not upset about that one. And that does feel good, doesn't it? When you just pour it and it just goes right to the top and you think, yep, this was meant to be, baby. This is meant to be. Good Lord. Good Lord. Are these all just... Were these the ones that came through from the... Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you, guys. Gosh. Admin. We have got here... Family Simile. We had some great entrants here. Some great entries into Family Simile. Killer Cultures, memorable as international travel pre-COVID. Gosh, yeah, I remember that. Wouldn't that be wonderful to do again? Just to get on a plane and just get off the plane somewhere else, somewhere wild and crazy. Look at all of these. So for doing the hype train, they said, hey, you can use this picture of a husky, this angry picture of a husky. Twitch is a weird place sometimes. By that I mean most times. Yeah, great one. Very, very memorable. Monkey Pixie Funk as memorable as a trip to Pizza Express in Woking. Now, I've never done it, but I can't say for sure that if I didn't go, that if I went to Pizza Express in Woking, it would be an experience I'd never forget. If that is autobiographical Monkey Pixie Funk, please get it in the chat. What made that so memorable? What made that Pizza Express in Woking so memorable? Were you proposed to? Did you find £20? Or did you see someone who looked very much like a celebrity? Let me know. Super Nash 18 as memorable as the very first episode of Series 1. Wow, yeah, that was memorable. I was wearing a dark t-shirt with a deep V. We talked about... Wait, what? Maybe it wasn't that memorable. Maybe if I'm having to look at this. Family Simile was as big as... The first ever Family Simile winner, Monkey Pixie, prior to adding the funk. Well Done You was Mark Zuckerberg. Ask Not Me was How Do I Lose Weight? And Artbet was Running Around the Building. Wonderful stuff. Just kicking it off with an absolute banger. Absolute banger there. SJ Beck 72 is memorable as a trip to Barnard Castle during lockdown. Getting a bit political there, SJ Beck 72. Getting a tad political. A political leader in the UK. This is for the US people. In the UK, a political leader took a trip to Barnard Castle during lockdown when there were very strict anti-travel rules in place, and people asked him, "Hey, what were you doing there?" And he said that he went there to test his eyes, which was, took a fairly. I'm sure Barnard Castle is a lovely place, but that really took it up a level. You think, well, I'm really going to remember this because it was to test my eyesight by getting behind the wheel of an automobile. I don't know how everybody else tests their eyes. But that is definitely how I would do it if I owned a car. Definitely not do that. As memorable as the first time you dye your own hair. That sounds very, very memorable. Because I imagine, much like some other firsts, it might end up being a little bit underwhelming. Or a little bit, this didn't quite go exactly as I wanted it to. But again, if there's a story behind that, definitely we'd love to hear it in the chat. Cameraman George is memorable as driving alone for the first time. Yeah, terrifying. Terrifying, because you are driving a weapon amongst weapons, sometimes at 40, 50 miles an hour. Very, very memorable. I mean, that's a real, level. I'm an adult now because I'm driving a car. I'm driving something that could destroy a tree. TB Douglas is memorable as your most embarrassing high school moment. Yeah, it's the sad truth of human memory that oftentimes the most memorable instances are the most embarrassing, are the bad things. We can have any number of wonderful, spectacular days, and they just kind of flitter off like ash from a bonfire. But if somebody, if somebody sees your underwear where you weren't planning on having them see your underwear, then it's like, that's seared in. You're going to be seeing that on your deathbed. Sad times. But that means that the winner of the final family simile of Series 3, your girl Sarah Kilch, was memorable as meeting the height restrictions to ride without an adult on your first roller coaster. My lord. What a memorable time that is. To say, yep, I can go on this roller coaster. I can just go on this roller coaster. So you still get bished around a bit when it's whipping around. You think, well, you might be able to, but it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. You say, yeah, I can go on a roller coaster without an adult. It's memorable for you, and in many times it's memorable for the adult as well, because they think, thank God I no longer get dragged on these roller coasters. I'll have the bags. I'll just keep the bags and watch you be terrified. Lovely stuff, Sarah. I think it was that duality that really got memorable for the child, memorable for the adult. Wonderful stuff. A very inclusive simile. Thank you very much for that. So well done to Sarah Kilch for winning the family simile. Well done to Monkey Pigsy Funk for winning the Snap Quest. Well done to SJ Beck 72 and Maple Panda for winning the art bet. And well done to, it was 3 or 4 of you that won the I Am Smart. Definitely Not Duda again. No, Definitely Not Duda. Killer Kilch. TB Douglas again. Big week for TB. Big week for TB. Oh no. Is it all just separate people? My gosh, it's like everybody who's watching. Monkey Pixie Funk. SJ Beck 72. Maple Panda. Definitely Not Duda. Killer Kilch. TB Douglas. Sarah Kilch. It's all separate people. Well done, everybody. Well done. And there it is. Another spectacular series over. A huge thank you to all of you for watching and engaging and making it, I think, the very best series that I have ever created. I am Notme. I am Art, and I'm wishing you all a very happy, a very memorable, and a very creative period of time, at least a month, maybe a little bit more ahead. Thank you so much for watching, for sticking with me. I hope you have had a lot of time watching. You probably haven't had as much fun watching this as I have had making it, but you know, that's life. Have a great creative break, not me. Thank you, Maple Panda. Till next time, absolutely Sarah Kilch. TB Douglas, great series. See you next time. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all. Be creative, and don't stop emailing me things. If you do any sketches, poems, whatever you want, email them to me. I would love to see them. And I'll be back real soon. Cheers to you all.
And there we go. The end of Series 3 of the Most Week show. That's sad. Yeah, that's really sad. That is really super duper unbelievably sad. Gosh. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. No distractions, you know? I can just focus on getting a job and earning some money. Yeah? Right? I'm still sad. Okay, I just need to take my mind off things. Just need to zone out for a minute.